Greetings everyone, my name is Ettervale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In tonight's evening live stream, I'll be concluding the coverage of the level pack made by RogerDrago. 2 weeks ago, I covered everything up to and including the gate leading into the fortress stage. So now tonight, I'll be finishing the level pack. Beginning with this one, Wily Copy Fortress Stage 1. 25 plays and a score of 5. I was warned in advance that these stages are noticeably longer and tougher. That's why I didn't cover them 2 weeks ago. And I couldn't cover them last week because of all the Steam Next Fest demos I had to cover. I'm gonna grab the super adapter just in case. Into the fortress. Hey Jaden, Nuthouse, Jedok, Joey, Pixel Boy, Roger Dragon, all the other watchers on Twitch, and anyone else who I missed. Thanks for joining me this evening. And to remind you all, I found this level pack to be rather unpolished, but in my second favorite of the year, because at least it tries. Oh, ow. EB. It's fine. Just wanted to test the range strength. Oh boy. I wish I had an on-screen timer for this. So when the 2-second fire falls. Phew. Not too bad though. I mean, if I was really having trouble, I could always just use the super adapter. I just wanted to do this the fair way. The developer or level designer of this pack didn't provide NSF, so I'm just using my own from the morning. A lot easier than what was leading up to it though, as we can actually see the timer. And no rain, it's like a breeder section. Just deleted, no explosion. I'm gonna spread the love for the use of special weapons. Mid-boss, I suppose. Kitty. Rain's rather strong here. Goodbye, kitty. Not too hard. For now, that is. Alright. You said Buster is missing in action. How does Gestalt's combat system remind you of Zero and ZX? If anything, it reminds me of the DS Castlevania games. That's closer to closer to how it feels. I mean, Zero is faster paced than Gestalt. So this stage mixed together the underground mine factory and the airland gimmicks together. I presume the future stages are also going to mix together previous gimmicks from 2 or 3 of the regular stages. And that's a cool extra interaction, Genok. I like it when weapons have stuff like that. I mean, if you want a better comparison to Zero and ZX's combat style, the closest game we've covered, or demo of a game we covered that matches it, would probably be Starbuster, which I covered several stages ago. Alright, Alright. No, I don't think you have low standards, it's just that you don't have enough experience with certain genres or certain tropes. Because I've noticed that you've been more forgiving in certain demos and less forgiving in other ones, even if the technical skill doesn't exactly... Let me rephrase it. You don't have as much experience on the more technical side, so some of the things that seem more complicated to accomplish aren't exactly, and vice versa. Alright, second up is Copy Fortress Stage 2. 21 plays, score 7. The reason why I'm more harsh towards Super Adventure Hand is because, oh sure, it has goofy stuff, but it needs more gimmicks. The wall climbing physics are fun to play around with, but it needs more than that. Oh, that was close. I guess another way of saying is that Adventure Hand's physics aren't too complex, especially how much it cheats in order to accomplish it, and how it benefits from being more cartoony. Ah, rematches, I presume. No weaknesses? Fine. We have Rolls Broom. That's good enough in my book. Stray, on the other hand, that has much more advanced physics. As, well, it doesn't really cheat as much. As you may have noticed when I was playing Adventure Hand, the limbs or fingers are rather stretchy, and the collision detection was actually fairly forgiving. Whereas with Stray, it's actually going for a more realistic vibe, so there's far less stretching and more of a naturalistic feeling. Welp, should have hugged left. And go further right. Well, at least there was a checkpoint before and after. Thank you for that. And I fell off because timing's a bit different with rolling. Also, you don't need to put emoticons with every message. Responding to the person on Twitch. I get having emoticons is nice, but I use them more for punctuation. And besides, this is not an RP. But as I was saying, I do value technical prowess, but it also depends on the execution. Some of these jumps are more annoying because I can't shoot. Or you can have stuff like this, where he spawns in and I can't actually hit him. I have to actually destroy the ball, but I don't know if that'll give me enough time. This is a lot easier with anyone else who has projectiles. Or a double jump. Next time I'm just using a Tango Jump. Actually no, Tango Jump won't help. This does though. Should have thought about this earlier. Alright, let's rumble fridge. Made it through. Who's next? More low gravity sections where I can get sniped. This time starring killer bullets. Which actually makes it easier as they can't really snipe me. $60? Compared to some of the other levels we played, that isn't too long, really. How about demos you're too harsh on? I wouldn't say you're too harsh on any demos, really. Especially during this session. What I'm saying is that you're a bit too nice on one or two of the demos. Well, the closest thing would probably be Galaxy Highways. I get exactly what it's trying to go for. It just needs some tweaking with the bouncing. It reminds me heavily of the older twin-stick shooters in the Flash era. Close one. Backflip. As for other ones, I can't really think of it off the top of my head. I only really tend to remember only the highlights. Level pack, which levels are 25 to 30 screens long. Sounds fair to me. I mean, if you're gonna give us this, we're gonna use it. I guess most games starring... Wait. Well, I need to focus on this one. Okay, we're safe, we're safe. I guess the games which feature prominently anime girls, especially anime girls. Is it Yellow Devil? Yep. First time we're fighting Yellow Devil with Roll. Actually, we may have fought him with Roll before. I can get about 3 hits in per cycle, so the next one should be the final one, if I play my cards right. And not die. It's alright, the patio. Toughest part was that one section, but that was more because I didn't have a infinitely spammable projectile weapon, and I neglected to use my 2 shield weapons. I know it was more noticeable with the anime girls and anime women, Jaden. Frankly, I care much more about the game's competency first, and fan service later. Where I care about the other way around is when it focuses more on the characters themselves, like it's very heavily story-based. Indeed, Roger. I really like how you can customize how long the eyes actually stays out. With that, you can modulate the fight difficulties quite a bit. Number 3 up is Copy Fortress Stage 3, 23 plays and a score of 7. Alright. Let's give this one to Proto. Well, in most Soulsborne-like or Souls-like titles, if you are fighting more than one enemy at a time, it's very disadvantageous for you. Whoops. In Soulsborne-like titles, and most of them, you almost always want to fight just one enemy at a time, not multiple. Hey, Anchor. Your sword hurts me. Not so secret. Alright. I guess this is the rematches? Or more of the... You know what. more of the hologram fights. This is like doing what Mega Man Base did, or having a rematch that's spread between multiple stages. Well, at least they're not back to back. That could be really painful. Oops. Well, they're already taking cues from other action RPGs, not just Souls-likes. In fact, them taking more cues from Souls-likes games has been somewhat recent. Well, when I say somewhat recent, I mean the last 10 years. 5-10... But in general, even longer than that, they've been taking cues from other action RPGs to make the combat less hack and slashy. After all, Souls-likes are just one type of RPG. After all, the original Soulsborne Hunter-like titles, they're just one kind of JRPG. Oh boy. Easy button. Woody. Deleted. I got deleted too because, yeah, I still have trouble. Alright, let's do this for real. Oh, they're more like fights of the past. Rematches are later. I getcha. As I was saying, modern games have already been taking cues from other genres, not just Souls-likes. Wizard of the Slug? No, I think that's fair. I still think it's just an okay game. The thing I'd say you were a bit too nice on was the story. Like... story was okay. It was one of the best parts of the game, but even then, it could have been far better. Like, the story is passable. The best parts of it are well, of course, Charm, Celiano, and the other Harpies. I wish they focused more on them and their interpersonal relationships. The other more comedic characters just... most of them fell flat for me. When the game... most of the time when the game tried to be funny, it was groan-worthy. The game was best when it was trying to be a bit more playfully serious and focused on the main characters. Aground is probably not coming back in the later sense because that's finished. Wildermyth will be coming back because new campaign. Okay, we made it to the end. I see all those capsules up there. Who are you? Ow. Easy. Don't tell me it's 1 minus 1. Good night, Jinock. Board up is Copy Fortress Stage 4 Balanced Edition, 18th place, score of 2. We're getting near the end. This is Base's turn. I thought so. I know these stages are longer and more difficult than the base ARM stages, but they're not as difficult as I expected them to be. I was warned in advance it'd be tough, but... well, yeah, they are definitely tougher than most of the ARM stage sections. But I guess due to all the special weapons I have and, well... my perspective on difficulty is biased after playing so many levels that are like... are at or based around the difficulty of La Patio. So it's kind of really colored my vision of what difficulty means here. After playing so many difficult stages, this doesn't really feel as difficult. Whereas if you're more of a newbie or intermediate Mega Man Maker player, this probably is somewhat difficult to difficult. I love jumping over him like this. This is the speedy strat. Oh, pfft. I got sniped. Welp. That's why we have weapons. Abusing it for fun and profit. Oh no. Okay. I thought it'd keep chasing me. Spin. I'm not just talking about this stage, Joey. I'm also talking about the 3 preceding stages, where I played as Mega, Roll, and Proto. They are tougher than, of course, the base ARM stages, but I've played so many other rather difficult stages from other packs and the morning sessions that my opinion on difficulty is kind of biased. Like, if you ask for my opinion on what I consider to be Diet Kaizo, I'm sure that many Mega Man Maker players would just call those levels Kaizo. Miros. Alright, another one. Oops, I didn't mean to hug you. I'm not winning this, let's do this again. Fine, we'll do the cheesy strat. Bingo. Splashy. Sorry for breaking your hologram machine, Splash. I don't think I'm gonna survive this, especially when my dash fails to activate. And the game decides to mock me unintentionally by dropping a health pickup. Oh, as a reminder folks, tomorrow is Team Fortress 2 multiplayer. Regular matches and man versus machine. And then next week, probably the start of another game. Ow, fish don't despawn. It's gonna be about the same, it's gonna start around the same time as this early morning stream. Well, I guess we're going to Mega Man 10 or 11 now. Oh, yet again, I mistaken part of the background as the foreground. The acid actually saved me there. Pump. Effectively, this is his weakness. And this. Only one left, then we'll reach, I guess, the end of the stage. Yep, here's 11. It is kind of like... It's interesting having two different sets of rematches, I think. One for Blast from the Past, the other from this actual pack. Hey Andrew, welcome. Alright, he must have got quadruple or quintuple hit by the same pellet, or 5 different pellets. That's what I was referring to, Jaden. Revenge of Shinobi, as well as... Revenge of Shinobi as well as Parodius for the NES are in 2 weeks. I was waiting for someone to catch on that. I'm gonna do Revenge of Shinobi first, as I've already played that game before. And I've already had 2 requests for it. One minus 1 again? I thought we already trounced you once. Huh? You keep going? Rematch of a rematch, okay. Probably should have just put a Yashishi here to speed up the process. Oh boy. Alright, I have to use special weapons here. That's why they gave us 2 E-tanks, although this is doable without that, if I was paying more attention. The Concrete Man's somewhere there. No, it's fine, actually. I love this boss team, by the way. Sharing the same weakness. That was your main weakness. Kaboom! Kaboom! Sonic BTS will likely be in the Q3 or Q4 this year. And this is supposed to be balanced, which I agree with, but that makes me rather worried how difficult the unbalanced version was. Quick question, Roger. What was the name of this level pack again? I've unfortunately forgotten. Anyways, time for the 5th and final Fortress stage of this pack. Copy Fortress Stage 5. 33 plays and a score of 5. Time to put a stop to Wily's 1573rd plan. I was asking you, Roger, what's the name of this level pack again? I didn't write it down the last time. Oh. Does this place have any relation to Rob Moon? You know what, I'm just gonna take the easy route. Mega Man Power Drive, thank you. Oh no, here come the actual rematches. You are one of the more... I died so many times against you. You are a huge pain to deal with. You were... The stage you were in was actually pretty fun outside the last section and you. Second to last section, I mean. And now I destroyed you with a weakness, thank goodness. So preceding every boss fight is a mini stage or a small section resembling the original stage. So, like Mega Man and Base, and Mega Man X. Oh yeah, I remember I dropped you in the pit last time. That was fun. Oh, lighting the way again. Do I have any weapon that can light it up? This sort of works. I guess this is my best bet. It worked. Oh yeah, these also shined away. Well, power of the sun, folks. Alright. The water was draining into whatever the space thing is. The space simulation. Some circuitry is gonna be fried. Meanwhile, I'm gonna fall right off the edge, too. Alright, screen scrolling is a bit funky there. Oh, pfft. Low gravity gets turned off too. Welp. Oh yeah, when you exit that, low gravity gets turned off. I think that's a bug. Now it's back on. Yeah, that needs to be fixed a bit. Hi, Sheepy. And to correct the statement earlier, when we were featuring that fan art by Evil Manaphy, that was a female depiction of Lambie. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, you were also kind of a pain. Ow. We thought you would roll, didn't we? Or was it Proto Man? Are you kidding me? He just stood... I'm just gonna do it again. I just want to make sure that he's not weak to this or whatever. Okay, he is weak to this. That's why it was awkward to actually hit him with it. Now we got it. Pet tiger. Endangered species. By the way, you get soft locked here if you don't have enough energy left for the tornado hold, or you don't have a super adapter. No, I wanted to jump. Base gets easy mode of this. Not the worst. At least here you get it. You can slide jump off and reach it. There have been far worse ones where you can't even slide jump. At least it's one of those engines that gives you somewhat of forgiveness when you slide jump off the platforms, allowing you to extend your jump distance. Or just check the LP playlist. You know, the LP playlist master document, which is linked in one of the Discord channels. I'll just link it again here. Okay, what can your weakness be? Yeah, that makes sense. More fire. Like the earlier section, but we can't backtrack. Only one last rematch left over. I mean, in this game you can always just slide jump off the lower platform and reach it that way. It's not too difficult to perform. Yep, I do. But when I started the LP, when I finished the LP, and when the stream happened. If I stream, that is. Although I need to fix it because the date's a little bit of a delay. Right now the dates haven't been... They're in a kind of older format. I have to fix them and reformulate them. Or make them a bit more specific. Anyways, rematches are done. Remembrance of the past rematches are also done. The rematches are also done. It's time to put a stop to Wily's latest schemes. Before we have to do a rematch of a rematch of a rematch. What? Excuse me, I need to do that again. Oh, multi-hit. One more for good measure. I know the multi-hit, not quite bug, but technique here. It works for smaller foes, but it's really effective against bigger foes. And considering that this update added fortress bosses in, with large hitboxes, that means if there's like 15 or 20 pellets on its hitbox, it'll get hit by them all at the same time. But it only seems to happen part of the time, though. It's like the triple hit technique, but more specific. You are getting away, Wily. Oof. I guess you are now. For the perfect freeze, it seems like the multi-hit technique only happens in specific scenarios. The hitbox has to overlap multiple pellets at the same time. Alright. Another giant machine. Okay. Case in point. I want to do it more time. This is so fun. Oh, wait. I made an error. This resets to the beginning. Sorry, this is somehow one of the most enjoyable Wily machine encounters. Unintentionally so. Unintentionally so. This one, though, I can't really use the technique because of the blockage. Be gone, Wily. I know this technique existed before, but because we have Fortress bosses' large hitboxes, you can pull off this technique to really good effect. Now for the capsule, can we do the same thing? Yes! GG, Wily. You didn't take into account the true power of the perfect freeze. And now Mega Man travels home through all the environments. Hey Toxin, welcome to the ending of the stream. Even if I didn't use the perfect freeze multi-hit technique, this wouldn't be too tough. I've already fought these Fortress bosses before, and I have 2 E-tanks to spare. And thank you for making it, Roger Dragon. Mega Man Power Drive. The end. Question mark. I suggest starting with a smaller scope and working upwards. Don't start directly with a webcomic. That requires more effort. In any case, this marks the end of my playthrough of Mega Man Power Drive. An overall, rather messy level pack, but at the same time, it was the second most enjoyable one we covered this year, up to this point. The most enjoyable one being Mega Man and Base D-Make. I mean, the challenge progression, gimmick introductions, escalations, bosses, whatnot, most of them felt kind of messy or unpolished. Yet at the same time, each stage tried to actually feel different, with a different setting, enemies, gimmicks, mechanics, etc., even level flow. We even had a stage which focused basically on arena challenges. where he fired wave after wave of enemies on different screens, which actually beats out most of the other level packs we covered this year, I'm afraid. I'm not saying this is bad, I'm just saying that despite its many flaws and a few frustrating parts, especially during the RM stages, specifically 2 of them, it was enjoyable to go through. Like, you can say these levels are rompy, but at the same time, they're the fun kind of rompy. And this pack isn't too difficult. Most of the stages don't take too long to complete, and the Fortress levels, although being twice to 3 times the length as the traditional regular stages, they're not too hard to get through, especially if you use special weapons, as is highly recommended to do so. I know there are some rough spots like the underground mine stage, ahem, Concrete Man fighting him without his weakness, especially with roll. But otherwise, I'd recommend it to players who have intermediate skill in Mega Man Maker. Not too tough, not too easy. Post-game, you say? What's part of the post-game? Ah, I see. Alright, let's finish up by doing this one then. I'm gonna finish off by doing this one and see how it goes. Alright then, so the final stage and the first post-game level of this pack is Mega Man Power Drive post-game Kitchen Problems Butcher Man with 16 plays and a score of 5. My final thoughts on this level pack is that it's fun, but it's messy. You know what, let's power through it with Proto. Attack of enemy stars and star robots. That'll likely be the next level pack in the future. Rather unpolished, but strangely enjoyable. Namely as it actually tries to differentiate itself with levels. Unfortunately, many level packs I covered don't really distinguish your stages enough. And hey, this had the refights from the past. Look at all the red oil everywhere. OSHA's gonna have a fit. I wouldn't put it on the same level as Sammy and AN though. Sammy and AN are better. Like Sammy I wouldn't say is really that... Like this is okay, Sammy I'd say is decent, Smelter's okay and a half. AN I'd say is almost good. Almost good to good, really. This is merely okay, or okay at best. It has a ways to go. What I'm saying is, in spite of all of its flaws and shortcomings, I liked it. It wasn't boring, and it actually had some bite to it. It has some challenge. You couldn't just plod through most of the stages, even if you had the special weapons. Even during the RM stages. RIP. I always said that AN was almost good to good. I always said that AN was almost good, I believe. When did I never changed my opinion on that. I guess you could say almost good to good. And Smelter, it sort of went down a grade. I said it was decent, but now that I think about it, it's like okay to okay and a half. But yeah, AN didn't really change a grade, I'd say. I said my opinion on AN is it's almost good to good. I think the minor change would be saying it's good. It depends though. With Smelter, my opinion has changed, leading downwards, but AN, it's about the same. And as you know, I will not give straight up scoring. And as you know, I will not give numerical ratings. I don't like that much. I don't feel comfortable giving that level of precision. Secret passed. In the future, I suppose. Alright, we resolved the kitchen problems. So this marks the end of the level pack. My sentiments still stand. Okay work, Roger. I'll be happy to play your level packs in the future. Alright, next week's level pack is going to be the start of... let's see... Come on now, Discord. Alright, next week's level pack is gonna be Mega Man Flex Return by Vacuum, your local Vacuum, and that's gonna be split between at least 2 streams due to its length and difficulty. I'll be greatly looking forward to that one. And then after that is done, probably it's gonna be Mega Man The Beast Wars by Lunar Chris. Probably also 2 weeks. Alright, I'll see you all tomorrow morning for TF2. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.